Must be November. Holiday season already. This is a Kaiser Phoenix blog for the first week of November. And obviously it's that time of the year again. At least for me at work, it also means that there's not much to do. Certainly when I look at my calendar for the months of November and December, it doesn't really have too much going on. Of course, my work can come up just like that, so we'll see what happens. But it doesn't look like much work for me, but it does look like a lot of writing, which would be good because I want to get that out there. Halloween happened, which was fun. I have been doing a bunch of stuff for Halloweeny stuff for work anyway, so I didn't necessarily celebrate on the day, but I did go do something. But that was more something else and not necessarily Halloween. The rest of the week was pretty laid back, pretty fun. I enjoyed myself, but sometimes with me, if I have a lot of fun, then I start to get bored if I don't really have work to do. And I'm definitely in that zone where I must still be doing something. What's going on? Why am I? It should be progressing and So working on the book has helped with that. In fact, I've sort of reached, I guess, a milestone around that area. I'm soon going to start the querying process, which if you don't know anything about the publishing industry, and I don't pretend to be a master, but essentially you're trying to sell your work to the agents. Not necessarily sell as in, sell the product. You're trying to convince them to represent you. They won't charge you or anything. At least most reputable ones shouldn't. But you need to convince them that your work is worth their time and effort and money. So that's going to be what I'm doing for the next couple months. Yeah. Of course, with the winter months coming on, I also have to figure out all sorts of holiday plans and things like that. And I've kind of got an eventful month or so. Got a couple times I'll be coming back home for more than a few days, I guess, because of one reason or another. And then I go into my friend's wedding, which will be a hell of a lot of fun. I've not seen him in a couple of years, and I have not seen a few of the people that are going to this wedding since 2008. So yeah, it's kind of a long time. That'll be fun. What else happened this week? I got to see the final performance on Broadway of Rent. Part of my work was showing it, and it was cool to see. I thought it was just going to be the movie again, which I'd seen and I own. I wasn't necessarily excited about seeing that, but it was cool seeing it on the stage version. I've seen it before live a couple times, but obviously now this recording. And I'll say this, I think watching this recording, and it was good recording, don't get me wrong, watching this recording and listening to the commentary on the Rent DVD has made me appreciate the movie a bit more, if that makes any sense, because what it was able to do in a cinema setting was expand on the sets and locations and things like that you couldn't possibly do on a stage, which makes sense. And I guess I appreciated it more from the commentary track explaining its decisions. So anyway, it was good to see Rent another time. I kept getting all the chills going up and down my spine. I don't know what it is about that live setting that does that, but I certainly didn't feel that way when I watched the movie, so very weird. Of course, Rent is now all over the place in high schools and colleges and whatnot. I still haven't seen a non-touring performance of Rent, so that would be, I wouldn't know what to think about that. I guess that would be the first musical I ever really, really liked. No, I'd say, I guess Les Mis. Les Mis was one I liked, and then came to the lower classification of talent performing. And of course, I was in it, so I, we definitely did it in high school, and we probably had no business doing it. And I'm sure Rent will be the same way. But it was fun to put on. I'm sure people have fun putting on Rent. It'd be fun to be in it someday, but I don't know if I can quite sing that high anymore. Not much else going on this week, so I think I will just wrap this up. Glad you guys are watching these videos, and I'll see you next time.